Hello everyone, I'm Dave Ace and welcome back to Sonic Speed Simulator. Today's video we're going to be talking about how to grind rings. Rings can be used at vending machines so you can get your trails or Chao. That's basically all that they're pretty much used for, so let's get into it. Throughout each world that we have so far, you're able to find these ring vaults, and the first one that you'll come to is right here. These ring vaults give you a variety of rings. It can be from 1,000 to 3,500. Depending on which world you're in, and each time you touch them, they do have a 6-hour wait before you're able to go back and obtain more rings. This is a really simple and really easy way to get 1,000 rings, so you can go over to this vending machine over here and get some pretty decent stuff. Some of the stuff that they give off in the vending machines in this world are actually really decent and aren't too bad. So, you know, there you go. First 1,000 rings right there. Obviously, there are rings throughout this world, but another easy way is by going through the Obbies in Green Hill. So Green Hill Obby 1, it should give you 500 rings at the end of this tutorial. So just 500 rings, and again, 6-hour wait. And then in Obby 2, I forgot how many rings it gives you in Obby 2. This is just a basic homing attack Obby, teaching the player how to homing attack. Okay, so Obby 2 gives you 1,000 rings. You get the first ring vault in Green Hill, you complete the first Obby in Green Hill, and then you complete this one, you already have 2,500 rings total. So that's a pretty decent amount to start grinding at the vending machine. And then the last Obby in Green Hill, aside from the Obby that transitions from Green Hill to Lost Valley, is over here. And this one's basically Hilltop. You get this by leveling up to level 35. You have to be at least level 35 before you can get to this one. And I believe this one gives you the most rings out of all the Obbies in Green Hill. Find out real quick. Really love this level. I love how they reintroduced Hilltop into this. We need more Sonic 2 love. Alright, so this ring vault gives you 1,500 rings. And so, I mean, you know, you've already got a pretty decent amount of rings, and if you didn't spend any, you should have at least 4,000 rings, if my math is correct. So, right there, you already have 4,000 rings right off the bat from Green Hill. Now let's move on over to finding the other ring vaults in the other worlds. Alright, so here we are in Lost Valley, and as far as I'm aware, there's only one ring vault in Lost Valley, and that one is right over here. I believe this is the only one in Lost Valley. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe they'll add another one. I'm not too certain, but this one gives you 1,500. So yeah, there's the ring vault in Lost Valley. Let's head over to Emerald Hill, because I know Emerald Hill has quite a few. Alright, so in Emerald Hill, there are at least 3 of them. And the 3 are... there's one far over there, there's one in the middle, like right there, and then there's one over by that corkscrew to the far right. The easiest one to get to is the one to the far left right now. So let's go up here to the vending machine where you get the Sonic Speed Trail. And from here, in this corkscrew, you can try and avoid that XP ring so it doesn't boost you off. Go to this dash panel here, and then jump through these 2 XP rings. And if you can garnish enough speed, you get to this ring vault. This one gives you 2,000 rings every 6 hours. And then the other one that's really easy to get to is over here. You take this, go through this XP ring, get the spring, take the dash panel, and it should dash you all the way over to here. This one gives you 2,500 rings. Pretty nice. And then the last one is in the middle. In the middle is a bit tricky to get to, but the easiest way to do it is probably by trying to like gain enough like height, or you could go back to the spring here and go on this dash panel and like traverse your way over to it, and it gives you 3,000 rings every 6 hours. So those are all the ring vaults that I know of in Emerald Hill. I'm not sure if they've added any more or are planning to add any more. So let's head on over to Snow Valley. Alright, here we are in Snow Valley, and much like Lost Valley, this is almost a reskin of Lost Valley. There's only one ring vault here, and it's over to the left of the lobby, and it gives you 3,500 rings, or 3,500 rings. And that's pretty much all the ring vault locations so far. I'm not sure when the next update's going to be. I know that updates are weekly, so be sure to check back with me, and I'll probably update this guide so people will be in the know of where all the ring vaults are. But yeah, that's basically the easiest way to grind rings other than going around and collecting all the rings in the levels. Each ring respawns much like the chaos orbs, so you don't have to worry about them being gone forever. You know, you can always come back in and grind for them. But also another tip is to just upgrade your Chao. You can easily gain more rings from upgrading your Chao or your trails, because each time you get a trail or a Chao, it gives you a certain amount of extra rings or XP whenever you're collecting rings and whatnot. And make sure that you're evolving them as well, because the more once they're evolved, they give you even more stats as you level them up. Same thing with the trails here. These two are probably the best trail to get, but I would recommend the Sonic Speed Trail because it gives the exact same amount of XP and rings that the Ring Trail does first starting off, and plus it's 8,000, whereas this one's 40,000 from the vending machine in Snow Valley. And these are the Chao that I have equipped. I have the Jewel Green Chao, the Crimson Chao, and the Knuckles Chao. You can obviously get more rings by going to here and using the boost to triple your rings, or you can buy them with Robux in the gold rings section of the shop. But with that being said, that is basically how you grind rings in Sonic Speed Simulator. Again, I'll be updating this guide throughout the updates just to make sure that, you know, everybody will be in the know where all the ring vaults are, and maybe even more ways of grinding rings will come about. But alright, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want more content like this, or just more content from me in general. I'll also be live streaming this later today. Don't really have a set time, but be on the lookout for that, and I'll catch you guys later.